right. It's a sore throat.
Okay, so essentially what you're saying is the difference between a festival is kind of like an award ceremony where you have to try to compete to get in, and the the film project is more of a showcase of all of the potential talent and aspiring actors,
Exactly.
filmmakers, and things of that nature.
Exactly. To elaborate on that, in order to get on IMDb, you can't just create a 48-hour film project, because IMDb says anybody can have their film shown on the big screen. They don't care.
Right.
If your little brother, I don't know if you have one or not, but if your little brother joined the 48-hour film project, got all the criteria, paid the money to join, had a cast, had a crew, edited, turned in the film in 48 hours, and even if he didn't turn it in 48 hours, they still show it on the big screen. IMDb says that there's no criteria there. But if you try to join one of these film festivals, like let's just say Horror Fest or Tribeca or something like that, you try to join one of these film festivals, they're going to say, hey, this isn't of the quality that we appreciate as film snobs. Turn that away. And they'll send you a letter telling you that, regretfully, just like not getting accepted in college,
Okay, and what is IMDb?
I'm sorry, IMDb is the Internet Movie Database. Okay. It's a website. If you type in Denzel Washington's name, if you type in Heath Ledger's name, if you type in Spike Lee's name, one of the top 3 results will be an IMDb result, and it's a database for movies. It has everybody from who's ever been in any film. You can go there and see every film that Samuel L. Jackson has ever acted in.
Kevin Bacon.
There you go. And it's funny that you mentioned that. Do you know about the
Bacon number?
Yeah, okay, yeah. So, and that's actually where the Bacon number is generated from. Right. IMDb, they use that IMDb's connections or whatever. So yeah, that's IMDb.
Okay.
And you can see Unclean on IMDb as well, and that's my first and only credit as of right now.
Okay, awesome. So outside of film, what else do you do?
Well, I'm a visual effects artist, and that's like one of my top 2 loves. I like to say that visual effects and cinematography are my loves. But outside of the filmmaking, because filmmaking, PK, is it's a beautiful way to watch money burn, right? Burn.
Okay.
Because when you make a film as a independent filmmaker, you aren't going to make any money off of it. Most of the actors that make independent films, okay, I won't say independent films, because a lot of people, when they hear the term independent films, they think of the outside of the big studios. But then they're like mini majors underneath the big studios. But I mean people who make movies on their own.
Right. Without the funding of outside sources.
Yeah. They aren't going to make any money for their pockets. Now, they're going to be able to gather money to make that movie because they have investors. Right. They're going to be able to put it on Netflix, probably, depending on if it's a feature or not, because a feature is of a certain length, a short is of a certain length. There isn't really, making film isn't really a good way to make money. And Junior Mafia, Biggie, hey, get money, Basic Testament. So commercials is where you can take filmmaking skills and apply them to making actual money, right? Mm-hmm. Because the better you get at making commercials, the better you can use those skills to make films. Right. And you can make money at the same time to make your own films. And that's one of the strategies. And there are 4 pillars in our company, and that's and you can go to the website machinekingsmedia.com. But there's film, there's commercials, there's music videos, and event videos. Right. So but films are the only ones that we don't make any money off of.
Mm. And why is that exactly? Or
well, because you have to make a feature.
Right.
Shorts really don't make money. It's very difficult for a short to make money.
Okay.
But for a feature, you have to get investors. And when you get investors, you have to pay those folks back.
Right. It's like taking a loan.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And then with filmmaking, there's all these laws, like even SEC laws, where there's accredited and unaccredited investors, where it gets really complicated. You really have to have a lawyer to be serious about it. You really have to have a lawyer. So it gets to be pretty expensive in filmmaking, and there's the challenge. But I personally believe that the filmmaking community does a lot of things wrong, and I'm trying to change a lot of the practices there and show my team how to do it without, because I was never schooled. I never went to school for this stuff. That's
Right.
important to note, that I'm self-taught. I learned from books, from YouTube, from Video Copilot, from nofilmschool.com, from cheesycam.com. Those websites have been a tremendous help for me, and I've gotten saluted by actual filmmakers, and you know, it's really paid off. So you don't have to go to film school to become a filmmaker.